My fiancé announced, "Surprise! I'm already married, but don't worry, I'm getting divorced soon." I said, "That is a surprise." Then I discovered she was actually married to 3 different men in 3 different states, and I was going to be number 4. When all 4 of us and the FBI showed up at her bachelorette party, Rachel told me over dinner at our favorite Italian restaurant. She seemed nervous, but tried to play it off casually. "So there's something I need to tell you before the wedding," she said, twisting her napkin. "I'm technically still married to my ex, but the divorce is almost finalized. It's just paperwork." I put down my fork. "You're married right now?" "Was married, basically divorced. The lawyer says 2 more weeks, tops." Something felt wrong, but she seemed so confident. She showed me text messages from someone labeled divorce attorney confirming everything was moving forward. I wanted to believe her. We'd been together for 8 months and I'd already sent out wedding invitations for next month. But that night, I couldn't sleep. I pulled up her social media and started digging deeper than I ever had before. That's when I found her Facebook profile under a slightly different name. Same photos, different last name. Then another profile, another name, another state. My hands were shaking as I found a 3rd profile in Texas. In the photos, she was wearing a wedding dress. 3 different wedding dresses, 3 different grooms. I called a private investigator the next morning. He called me back 3 hours later, sounding shocked. "Your fiancé is currently married to 3 different men, Oregon, Texas, and Florida. All marriages still legally active. No divorce proceedings filed anywhere." How is that even possible? She used different names, different states, no shared databases. It's marriage fraud. You need to call the FBI. I did. Agent Morrison took my case seriously when I showed her the evidence. "This is a federal crime," she explained. "Marriage fraud, identity theft, possible financial crimes." "How much money have you given her?" I felt sick. "About $15,000. For wedding deposits, her car repairs, her mom's medical bills. The other victims probably gave her money too. We need to contact them immediately." The FBI found the other 3 husbands within 2 days. David in Oregon, married for 2 years. Marcus in Texas, married for 18 months. Chris in Florida, married for 10 months. We were all sending her money. We all thought we were her only husband or fiancé. None of us knew the others existed. Agent Morrison had a plan. Rachel was throwing herself a bachelorette party that weekend, inviting all her friends to celebrate marrying me. "We're going to crash it," Morrison said. "All 4 of you will be there. We'll arrest her in front of everyone." Saturday night arrived. The party was at a fancy hotel ballroom. Rachel's friends were drinking champagne and laughing. She was wearing a white sash that said "Future Mrs." with my last name on it. Then the doors opened. Me, David, Marcus, and Chris walked in together, followed by 4 FBI agents. Rachel's face went from confusion to pure terror in 3 seconds. "What's going on?" her sister screamed. Agent Morrison held up her badge. "Rachel Martinez, you're under arrest for marriage fraud, identity theft, and wire fraud across state lines." Rachel tried to run but didn't make it 5 feet. Her friends started crying. Her mom fainted. David looked at me with this broken expression. "She told me her ex-husband died in a car accident. She told me he was abusive and she had to escape," Marcus added. Chris just shook his head. "She said she'd never been married before me. The FBI discovered she'd stolen over $67,000 total from all of us combined. She'd been running this scheme for 4 years, collecting husbands like credit cards." Rachel got 8 years in federal prison. We all had to get our marriages annulled, which is somehow more embarrassing than divorce. Last month, the 4 of us met for coffee. We formed this weird support group for people scammed by the same woman. David got remarried last week. He invited all of us. We joked that at least this time we checked the marriage records first.